Hello and welcome to day 48 of our Divi 100 marathon. When it comes to designing websites, sometimes it can be difficult to design your website from scratch. So in this tutorial, I'll be showing you step by step how to build your pages using the predefined layouts that come pre-installed with Divi. So as you can see, this is how the predefined layout looks. And after we've applied the design, it's going to look like this. So this website is going to comprise of 3 pages, which is the main page, the place your order page, and the contact page. So without wasting a lot of time, let me show you exactly how I built these pages in Divi.
Okay, so before I start designing my website, I normally go to the theme customizer. So to go to the theme customizer, you come down here to Divi and then you go to theme customizer. Now, this is where you make your initial settings. So when you start designing your website, all your fonts, the colors, and everything is all in order. Okay, so let's start off with the header and navigation. Right, so I'll go to the primary menu bar. So here we can see that I've already made these settings. So let's start off with the colors. So the text color here, I have it there as white. Active link color. So all these you can change to your liking. If we look at the font here, throughout the whole website, I've moved away from using the standard font that comes with Divi, and I've changed that to bitter. And so that's going to be my text I'm going to use for my titles and also for my body text. If I scroll down here, you can see all my headings I've also changed. So I've also changed the color for that, and I'll show you where to do that. So if I go to general settings and I go to typography, again, you can see that the header font here is bitter and the body font is bitter too. And the body link color is that, and then the body text color is this. And that's the header color, which is that. Okay, so go ahead and make these adjustments, and also go ahead and change your header letting spacing to 2. It makes it look much better. So next we're going to go to the header and navigation, and mainly the primary menu bar, because this area is quite important, because this is where we have our logo and also the font on the header area. Okay, so here we can see that we have our menu height at 66 and our logo max height at 54. Now this is important because when you scroll on the page, I know right now you can't see it because it's on this white area, but if you scroll, you need to make sure you leave enough space here that you can read the logo and also this navigation text. Okay, so now that we're done with this, pretty much all these other areas, we just leave them as they are. So let's go ahead and start designing our page. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create a quick new page, just to show you how it was before I started designing the website. So I'll call this main 2. So the predefined layout that you need to use is the homepage company. To load it up, all you need to do is to load it from library and then select the homepage company like that. Okay, so I'm going to do a quick publish. So basically this is our starting point. Okay, so you can see there's a lot of work that needs to be done to make it look the way we need to make it look. So let me show you how I designed this page to make it look like this. Okay, so first things first, let me show you how I created the menu slider. So the first thing you want to do is to go into the settings of this module, and then on the first slider, I mean, there were 2 sliders before. So on the first slider, what I did is I went into the settings of that slider, and then I added a background image. And then finally, what I did here is I added this text. So that's all you need to do for the slider. And then if you go to the advanced settings, I changed the header font size to 48 and also the body font size to 24. Now this makes it nice and big so we can view and read the text properly. So you can see here it's nice and big. Okay, I've also added the line height to 2.5 EMs. And for the custom button styles, I selected yes, and I changed the button text size to 24, and then the button text color to that. Again, this color here is also on the color palette, which I've included in the show notes. And then finally, I added a background color. So now with the background color, it gives it that nice bright color to show that it's a button. Okay, so that's all the changes that I did on the main slider. So just make sure that after you've done all those changes, you just need to save and exit. So with the services area, as you can see from our predefined layout, all we have is just these image placeholders and also the text. So this is quite straightforward because all we have to do here is to replace these images with our own images and our own text and titles. Okay, and that's exactly what I did here. So if I go onto the edit page, so what you need to do is to go into this blurb, and on the general settings, this is where you add your image, and then to upload the image is quite straightforward. All you have to do is to click the upload image button and then upload the image that you want. Okay, so I've made sure the text color is dark and also the text orientation is centered, and this content area here is where you enter your text information. Okay, once you're done with that, you click save and exit. Now here's a trick. Now, instead of going through all these settings over and over again, once you've got it right from the first one, all you need to do is to click this button here to clone the module. Okay, so I did this 3 times, and then I just dragged this to that area, drag this to the other one, and then all I had to do was just to go into the settings and then just change the image. Okay, so this saves you time to go into the settings over and over again. Okay, and then finally, what I did here is I wanted to change the background color. So I went into the section module settings, and then under the background color, this is where I added this color here. Okay, so now let's take a quick look and I'll show you what it looks like. So you can see here, instead of having our normal white color, we have this sort of beige color, and it just blends very well with the theme of our website. Okay, so the next area here is these images. So let me show you how I did that. So if we take a look at this website here, I mean the predefined layout, this is the area I'm talking about. So I just replaced these images with my own images. And before I did that, this recent work was unnecessary for our design. So I pretty much just got rid of it by deleting it. So in the images, all you have to do is to replace them, and all you do is to go into the settings and then you just upload the image. It's as straightforward as that. And again, the animation here is disabled, and then you can leave the image alignment left because that's fine. Okay, once you've done that, just click on save and exit. And then what you need to do is to come here to this row settings. There is a setting here which is very, very important. It's called the gutter width. Okay, so by default, it's set to no. So if I save and exit here, I'll just show you quickly what that looks like. The images will have gaps here, like that. And that's not the achievement that we need. So to make sure that works okay, all you have to do is to come here to the settings and make sure you've got use custom gutter width. And make sure you set this to 1. And then we have this nice layout where all these images aren't next to each other. So pretty much this is what you need to do to achieve this layout. Okay, so let's move on to the second page, which is the sales page. So this is the page that we have for the place your order today. So for this, I used the sales page predefined layout. So the reason why I chose this page is because it pretty much has all the elements that I need for the order page. So all I had to do was replace or add a background image here. I pretty much got rid of this because I didn't need that. I kept this pricing table. And then instead of having these 3 testimonials, all I had was 1. And then I got rid of these images and I kept the frequently asked questions. Oh, by the way, and I also got rid of this don't be shy. Okay, so here, again, we have a full width slider. So go into the settings of that module and go into the settings of that slider. And all you have to do here is to add your heading and also add your background image. Now, what I did here is I've used text overlay because the problem is with this text in this light color, it's quite difficult to read it because the background has a lot of light elements. So what I had to do is to add this rectangle behind it. So this is what this text overlay color is. So all you have to do is to make sure it's transparent. So you just drag the slider down here. So next, what I did is I pretty much went and saved it. And then I went to the advanced design settings and I changed the header font size to 40. And then I changed the header text color. And again, this color here is on the color palette. That's pretty much all I did here. And then I clicked on save and exit. In fact, I might as well go ahead and make this bold. And let's take a look at how that looks. So I've clicked on save and exit. There you go. It's nice and bold. Okay. So the second area here is quite straightforward. This is the pricing table. And to adjust that, all I did is I went to the text first of all, and I adjusted the text to what I wanted it to say. So here we have our prices, and then I just added this text to say we deliver free of charge within a 15-mile radius. Okay, so once you've done that, all you need to do is to make sure that the text orientation is centered. And then in the advanced design settings, pretty much I left this as it is. So go ahead and click on save and exit. And then next you need to make sure you have a divider, because when you look at this page, you want to make sure that you have enough space between these areas. So I left this divider as it is right there in position. So the pricing table is the main area I spent most of my time in. So I went and changed the headings. So here you can see they had basic, personal, developer, and lifetime. So I just changed those to match my website. Okay, so I changed mine to standard, express, and elite. And to do that, all you need to do is to go into the settings of each one of these, and on the title, that's where you add your title. The currency, you can leave it as pounds or US dollars. And then you can adjust your pricing and also what comes with that option. Now here's a quite interesting thing. So if you add a plus, it makes the item bold to show that it's what's included in the package. But if you add a minus, it shows that the item is not included. So let me just show you quickly how that looks like. So you can see here it's grayed out a little bit. So that just shows pretty much that this is not offered on the standard package. I didn't do much on the advanced settings. I pretty much left them as they are. So I'm going to click on save. So go ahead and do the rest. On the express one, what I changed here was I just made sure that this was the featured one, and this allows it to pop out as it is here. Okay, so once you're done with that, just click on save, and then you do the exact same thing with the elite. And then that's all you had to do for the pricing table. So click save and exit. And then here on the testimonial, if you take a look at this page here, it's got 3. For my design, I just wanted to have 1. So what I did is I disabled the testimonial that they had before. So you can see it's grayed out, so it won't show. So I created my own row with 3 columns. So the columns I chose was the 1/4, half, and quarter. Okay, like that. It's because I wanted one of the testimonials to look nice and big in the middle. Okay, so all I then did was I just dragged one of these like that, and then just dragged it to the center. And then I just went ahead and adjusted it. So I'm just going to delete that, and I'll also go ahead and just delete that. So if you go into the testimonial settings, into the module settings, this is where you can add your author name. scroll down and also upload the image. And then this is where you add your content. So basically this is the testimonial. So once you're done with that, on the advanced settings, you need to make sure that the image looks nice and big. So my width on this example is 200 and the height is 200. And I've made sure that the portrait border radius is 100 pixels. Now, the reason why it's 100 pixels is because you want to make sure that you have a nice, perfect circle. Okay, the body font, I changed that to italicized, and also I changed the body font size to 18. So that's all I did for that area, and then I just went ahead and clicked on save and exit. Now with the FAQs, again, this was pretty much straightforward. What I did is I changed the colors. So you can see here, the colors that we have here are slightly different. So that's what I went on and adjusted to make sure that it matched with my color scheme. Okay, so let me show you how I did that. So I went into the settings of the module settings of the toggle. And then here, where I spent most of my time was on the advanced design settings. So this is where I changed the text color to that. And again, these colors are all in the palette, and I'll provide these so you can try them out yourselves. Okay. The body font is fine at 14. The background color here is what I changed. Again, I changed it to D6652B. And I left use border on and the border color. So once you're happy with this, all you have to do is to click on save and exit. And then to make your workflow even much better, all I had to do now was to just clone this like that. And then I just went in and changed the question here and also the answer. So that's all I did for this area. And then finally, I added the background color of that section. So to do that, all you need to do is to come here to the settings. And this is where you add your background color. So if you click on that, you just paste your background color in there and you're good to go. So you click on save and exit. And then it should look like this. So moving on, let's go on to the contact page. So the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to clear the layout and show you which one I used. So I'm going to go ahead and load it from the library. And I am going to find the contact page predefined layout. And it's right here, the contact us. So click on load and then click on update. So we're going to do a quick preview here. So this is how it looks like. It's not too far off from the final design that we had, but I'll show you a few things that I did to achieve this. You can see that the map, the full width map, is right at the top. So the first thing you want to do is to make sure you drag it all the way to the bottom, because we want it to be right there at the bottom. Okay, because we need this image to be covering the top area of our website. Now to get that image, add a full width section and then drag it all the way to the top. And then you need to insert modules, full width post title. So disable all of these because you don't need all of that. And then make sure the text orientation is centered. And then you need to go to the advanced design settings. And then you need to make sure you increase this title font to something like 46. And again, you can change the color by clicking here. In my example here, as you can see, we've got this light color. So I'll just put that for now. But the colors are all included in my show notes. Okay, so once you've done that, all you need to do is to click on save and exit. And then I'll show you the next thing I did. Okay, so the question now is, how do we add this nice background image? Right, so to achieve that, what you need to do is to come here to this settings of this section. And then you need to upload an image. So you click on that, and then this is the image I need to use. I'm going to click on that, and then I want to set it as the background. And then make sure you scroll all the way down here and add the padding top. So in this example, I'm going to put 300 and the bottom 100. So let's do a quick preview. So you can see now we have this nice image on the background, and we also have the title there. So the last two things you need to do is to go into the more info section and add your information in there, and also change the coordinates of the map. Okay, and to do that, all you have to do is to go into the text area and just readjust that and just make sure that it matches to your company's details. And then when it comes to the full map, you go into the settings, and then all you have to do is to enter your address in that area. You click find, and then you can get this pointer to point at the location of your offices. Okay, once you're done with that, click on save and exit. And pretty much this is how you end up having this page design. So you can see how these predefined layouts are a very good starting point for your website, and you can actually achieve quite decent layouts from this.
So there you have it. This is how you use the predefined layouts that come pre-built with Divi. This can be a very good starting point when it comes to designing your pages for your websites. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up, and also do follow us on our social media platforms. We will be releasing more of these videos as we count down to the release of Divi 3.0. Thank you very much for watching, and see you in the next video. Hello and welcome to day 40 of our Divi 100 marathon. In this video, I'll be sharing with you 5 creative ways on how to use the Divi's person module. Now, I've gone ahead and done some designs so you can see and have a look at what the outcome will be.